Good morning, everyone. My name is Zhang Yiluan, and today I will be presenting my research titled Creative Resilience in Classical Singing: Integrating Psychological Flexibility, Expressive Agency, and Identity Work. This study proposes a holistic model for sustainable artistry in classical vocal performance, one that supports both emotional well-being and expressive freedom. It is supervised by Dr. Terwin Shen at City University, Malaysia. Classical singing demands exceptional technical control, emotional communication, and physical stamina. However, the pressure to maintain perfection can lead to anxiety, burnout, and even identity fragmentation. Traditional training often prioritizes technique over psychological adaptability. This research argues that sustainable artistry requires balancing technical mastery with emotional agility, expressive freedom, and a coherent performer identity. Resilience is usually defined as the ability to bounce back after adversity, a reactive model. Creative resilience reframes that idea. It focuses on growth through challenge, turning stress into artistic energy. By integrating insights from psychology, performance studies, and identity theory, we can understand how singers thrive under uncertainty rather than merely cope. The goal is not recovery, but transformation, finding renewed creativity through difficulty. The creative resilience model rests on three interdependent pillars. First, psychological flexibility, the capacity to stay value-driven under stress. Second, expressive agency, the sense of artistic authorship that enables interpretive freedom. Third, performer identity, the integration of one's personal and artistic self. Together, these dimensions form a self-regulation system that sustains creative vitality and long-term well-being. Here is the conceptual framework, represented as a triangle with three interacting dimensions. At the top sits mind's flexibility, the adaptive core. Below are expressive agency and identity work. Their interactions generate creative resilience at the center. Arrows between them illustrate continuous feedback. Flexibility enables agency, agency reinforces identity, and identity stabilizes flexibility. The CRM thus serves both as a theoretical map and a pedagogical tool for sustainable artistry. Mindset flexibility draws from acceptance and commitment therapy. It trains singers to face performance anxiety with openness rather than resistance. By reframing anxiety as energy for expression, singers can remain focused and value-driven even under stress. This approach fosters adaptability and recovery after mistakes, supporting consistent emotional regulation on stage. Expressive agency refers to the performer's ownership of interpretive choices. When singers make conscious decisions about phrasing, tone, and pacing, they move from merely reproducing music to co-creating it. Agency links emotional intention to technical execution and reduces dependence on external validation. Ultimately, this autonomy nurtures authentic expression and sustained artistic motivation. Identity work explores how singers weave their life stories into their artistry. It involves reflection, mentorship, and narrative self-understanding. By integrating personal experiences with artistic purpose, performers cultivate authenticity and resilience across career transitions. Through reflective journaling or guided dialogue, they strengthen both confidence and the continuity of artistic identity. Repertoire functions as a laboratory for resilience. Different musical works chain distinct psychological skills. Beethoven's Adelaide develops mindful endurance through its long expressive arc. Schubert's Gretchen am Schwingrad demands emotional agility and rapid modulation, and contemporary pieces challenge flexibility through ambiguity and innovation. Each repertoire piece therefore becomes a seat for practicing the core capacities of the CRM. At the pedagogical level, the CRM can be applied directly in the studio and curriculum design. Studio teaching can incorporate acceptance-based warm-ups or reflective debriefs to foster mindset flexibility. Curricula can include student-led recitals or portfolio assessments to strengthen expressive agency. Peer learning and ensemble reflection promote identity work through collaborative awareness. This micro-level application ensures that resilience is built into daily practice, not treated as an afterthought. On the institutional level, mentorship programs and awareness initiatives cultivate identity work and community resilience. At the policy level, funding that links creativity and mental health reinforces systemic resilience. Research initiatives can use the CRM as an evaluative framework for evidence-based pedagogy. In summary, creative resilience scales from the individual performer to the institutional ecosystem, offering a sustainable model for musical education and practice. To conclude, this project reframes resilience in classical singing as an active, creative process, not simply endurance but transformation. By nurturing flexibility, agency, and identity, we can build singers who are not only technically proficient but psychologically sustainable artists. Thank you for your attention. I welcome your questions and feedback.